The new data that has just come in about 3I/ATLAS has shocked scientists around the world. Everyone thought that it would be just an ordinary comet, but the truth is turning out to be much more mysterious than that. Its path is very strange. It is aligned with the Earth's orbit around the Sun, and its timing is so precise as if everything has been programmed in advance. It is passing very close to Jupiter, Mars, and Venus, and scientists believe that the probability of this happening is only 1 in 20,000. Avi Loeb, a famous astronomer from Harvard, says that this object cannot be just a comet. He has even suggested that it should be stopped and investigated in detail before it disappears. High-resolution images and spectroscopic studies have revealed that it contains ice older than Earth. It contains organic molecules that look like signs of life, and its path is retrograde, that is, opposite to the normal path of planets. Its tail, i.e., coma, is also not like what a comet should have. With every new discovery, it is becoming more mysterious, and the same question is arising. Is it really a comet, or an artificial body created by some other intelligent civilization? This question can shake the foundation of understanding our universe. So stay connected, because what you are going to know next will change your thinking. But before moving ahead in the video, subscribe to the channel so that such mysterious videos reach you first. When 3I/ATLAS was discovered for the first time after Oumuamua, scientists felt as if history was repeating itself. In the year 2017, when a mysterious body named Oumuamua entered our solar system, there was a sensation among astronomers around the world. That body was strange. It neither looked like a comet nor a normal asteroid. Its speed, size, and behavior forced scientists to think that perhaps it was an artificial object sent by some other civilization. Since then, scientists have always been alert, so that if any other interstellar object comes near us in the future, they can immediately identify it and investigate it in detail. 3I/ATLAS was discovered against this background. Initially, when it was seen by the telescope, scientists thought that it would be just a normal comet. Thousands of comets and asteroids are tracked in space every year, so this also seemed to be one of them. Astronomers noticed it through the ATLAS survey, which is used to track dangerous objects in the sky. Initially, everyone thought that its orbit, brightness, and tail were absolutely normal. This was the reason why it was presented as a new comet in the initial reports. But gradually, when the data started coming, the picture changed. First of all, scientists were surprised to see its path. 3I/ATLAS was matching with the Earth's orbit in such a way as if it was not a natural phenomenon but was planned in advance. Apart from this, its passing very close to Jupiter, Mars, and Venus was also unusual. Scientists estimated the possibility that this happens only once in 20,000. That is, coincidence was almost impossible. This was the first big shock that broke everyone's hopes. After this, when high-resolution imaging and spectroscopic study was done, more surprising things came to light. It was found that the ice present in it is older than our Earth, and it contains organic molecules which are very important for life. Normal comets start releasing gas and dust as soon as they come close to the Sun, but the behavior of 3I/ATLAS was completely different. Its coma, the faint tail of the comet, was not like that of other comets. Also, its path was retrograde. It was going in the opposite direction of the normal path of the planets. When scientists saw all this, the same question arose in their minds as was raised in the case of Oumuamua. Is it really a natural body, or an artificial object created by some other civilization. This was the moment when the initial hopes were completely shattered. What everyone had initially considered to be just another common comet now turned out to be a treasure trove of mysteries. Scientists like Avi Loeb clearly said that we should not dismiss it as a comet in a hurry. He even suggested that we should stop and study it before it disappears, so that the truth can be revealed. Unusual trajectory. When a comet or asteroid is discovered, scientists first check its trajectory. Trajectory tells us from which direction it has come, where it will go, and what is its speed. Most of the comets and asteroids seen so far are definitely strange, but it is not difficult to understand their path. They move in a certain way according to the gravity of the Sun. But the story of 3I/ATLAS is completely different. Its path is so unique that the scientists themselves were surprised. First of all, it matches perfectly with the Earth's orbit. Usually, when any external object comes to our solar system, its path is slightly oblique. Sometimes it goes very far, and sometimes it avoids the danger of colliding with the planets. But 3I/ATLAS seems to have been specially placed on the same track on which our Earth is rotating. This is such a perfect alignment that scientists immediately noticed that this cannot be a normal thing. Then comes its timing. This body is not only matching the orbit of the Earth, but at the time it is passing around us, it is also passing very close to 3 big planets: Jupiter, Mars, and Venus. Imagine, there are countless paths in the entire space, but this body is passing near those planets which we know very well and which are very important for our solar system. Scientists calculated it and found that it is almost impossible for this to happen. Its probability is only 1 in 20,000. That is, if 20,000 comets come, then only one will be such whose path will be like 3I/ATLAS. This is the reason why it has given sleepless nights to scientists. The question arose whether all this is just a cosmic coincidence, or there is some hidden secret behind it. If this is just a game of gravity and natural forces, then how did it become so perfect? And if it is not perfect, but has happened deliberately, then who and why sent it on this path? Not only this, its path is also retrograde. In simple words, our planets revolve around the Sun in one direction, but this body is passing in the opposite direction. It is exactly like all the vehicles are moving in the same direction on a highway, and suddenly a vehicle comes from the opposite direction in the same lane. Imagine how dangerous and unique it would look. The same is the case with 3I/ATLAS. It is also scary for scientists because such a path could have been easily disturbed by the gravity of the planets. If there was even a slight disturbance, it could have directly collided with a planet or changed its direction. But 3I/ATLAS passed through all this very comfortably, as if it had a predetermined map of where to turn, how close to which planet to go, and when to exit. Now think, what does such a perfect trajectory point to? On the one hand, scientists say that this is just a very rare coincidence. But on the other hand, people like Avi Loeb raise the question whether this is really a coincidence or a signal sent to us by some other civilization. Another feature of this path is that when it passes near Jupiter, its powerful gravity tries to pull it. But despite this, 3I/ATLAS passed through its path without much faltering. This is even more strange, because when most comets and asteroids come near Jupiter, their path changes to a great extent. Seeing all this, scientists had to admit that the trajectory of 3I/ATLAS is not at all ordinary. Its direction, its time, and its stability, everything is telling a story that we have not been able to understand yet. So the real question is this: is all this just a game of mathematics and gravity? Or is there some hidden secret in it? Is this body really a natural comet or an artificial object that has been sent from around our orbit for some reason? Whatever the answer, it is certain that the path of 3I/ATLAS forces us to think that the universe is not as simple as we thought. Avi Loeb's viewpoint. You may have heard the name of Avi Loeb before because he is the same Harvard University astronomer who first raised questions about the mysterious object Oumuamua that came in the year 2017, at that time when the whole world was considering it as an ordinary space rock or comet. Loeb had said that we should not take it lightly. He believed that Oumuamua's behavior was so strange that it could also be an object sent by an artificial civilization. Many scientists also made fun of his thinking, but gradually, as the data came out, his words started to seem valid. This is the reason that now, when 3I/ATLAS has come out, Loeb is again in the headlines. Avi Loeb says that it would be too early to call 3I/ATLAS just a comet. He clearly said that, looking at its trajectory, the ancient ice present near it, and the organic molecules found in it, it seems that there is something more deep in it. He argues that if it were a normal comet, its behavior should have been like other comets. But 3I/ATLAS is breaking every rule. Its tail, i.e. coma, is not like that of normal comets, and its path is also unusual. Loeb's thinking has always been that we should look at the universe with an open mind. That is, if something is beyond our understanding, then we should not immediately try to fit it into the old label. He says that if an object is strange, then it may really be strange. And in the case of 3I/ATLAS too, he is saying the same, that we need to look at it carefully, because it may be something that we did not even expect. The most interesting thing is that Loeb has put forward a proposal. He believes that we should try to stop 3I/ATLAS before it disappears. That is, as soon as it comes close to the Earth, we should send a mission to intercept it so that we can see it closely. He says that if we use high-resolution cameras, spectroscopic equipment, and sample collection systems, we can directly know what it is made of and what secrets are hidden in it. Many scientists raised their eyebrows after hearing Loeb's suggestion. Some people say that it is technically very difficult right now because it is not easy to stop an object coming at such a high speed. But Loeb argues that if we want to discover such interstellar objects in the future, we have to prepare from now. He considers it a cosmic opportunity that will not come again and again. They say that if we just keep watching 3I/ATLAS from a distance, and it disappears in space without studying it, then we will lose a big proof for humanity. It may have some secret related to our universe hidden in it, which will change our thinking. And if it is really artificial, then it will be proof that we are not alone in the universe. High-resolution and spectroscopic data. When scientists first saw 3I/ATLAS through a telescope, everything seemed normal in the beginning. But as soon as it was looked at deeply with high-resolution cameras and spectroscopic technology, its secrets started getting revealed, and every new data proved to be even more surprising. First of all, let's talk about the water ice present in it. Spectroscopic analysis showed that the ice present on it is older than our Earth. That is, this ice has been present since the time our Earth was not even formed. Imagine how many old stories this ice must be holding. This means that 3I/ATLAS is a witness to the very early phase of our galaxy. We have very few such samples, so this is no less than a treasure for scientists. The second big discovery was, Organic molecules hidden in ancient dust. Organic molecules are the same substances from which the foundation of life is laid. When their signs were found in spectroscopic data, scientists were surprised. The question arose whether such molecules are not limited to our Earth only, but are spread throughout the universe? If yes, then it could mean that the seeds of the beginning of life can be everywhere. Now comes the matter of its trajectory. Usually, comets and asteroids come towards the Sun and then move forward in one direction. But the path of 3I/ATLAS is the opposite. It is moving opposite to the normal direction of the planets, which scientists call retrograde path. In simple words, it is like all the vehicles on the road are going in the same direction, and suddenly a vehicle is seen coming from the opposite side. This is extremely unusual and also dangerous, as it greatly increases the likelihood of a collision. And the strangest thing turned out to be its coma, that is, the faint tail, formed around the comet. When normal comets come close to the Sun, due to heat, the gas and dust combine to form a beautiful, glowing tail. But the coma of 3I/ATLAS is not like that of other comets. It is neither spread in one direction, nor is its behavior stable. Sometimes it suddenly becomes brighter, and sometimes fainter. That is, its pattern is completely different, and remains a puzzle for scientists. All these discoveries made it clear that 3I/ATLAS is not an ordinary comet. It contains ice older than Earth, molecules related to life, an inverted path, and a strange coma. All these together make it mysterious. This is the reason why scientists are studying it again and again and asking questions whether it is a natural body or something else. Comet versus mysterious object. Usually when we talk about comets, we have a clear picture in front of our eyes. A rock made of ice and dust, which heats up as it comes near the Sun, and its tail, i.e., coma, starts shining. The behavior of comets is also quite predictable. They move on a fixed path according to gravity and slowly keep releasing their ice and gas. But 3I/ATLAS does not match this pattern at all. This is the reason why scientists are confused about it. First of all, the behavior of its coma, tail, halo, is strange. While the tail of other comets spreads in the direction away from the Sun, the tail of 3I/ATLAS sometimes becomes brighter, sometimes fades, and sometimes its direction also seems to change. This disparity challenges the traditional comet theories. Secondly, comets usually pass at a fixed speed while being pulled towards the Sun. But the trajectory of 3I/ATLAS is not only retrograde, but it also matches the orbits of the planets very closely. Such a precise alignment is almost impossible to happen on its own. Scientists have estimated its probability to be 1 in 20,000, which makes it even more mysterious. In addition, the ice and dust found in normal comets are from the time of formation of our solar system. But the ice found on 3I/ATLAS is older than our Earth and contains organic molecules, substances considered to be the foundation of life. This thing makes it different from ordinary comets. This is where the question of possibility, artificial origin, arises. This question is very big for scientists, because if they say that it can be artificial, then it will directly mean that there is some civilization in the universe other than us. This is the reason why most scientists shy away from this idea. They take the safe route and call it an unusual comet. But scientists like Avi Loeb say that we should not blindly apply old labels. They believe that if something does not match our theories, then we should be prepared to boldly believe that it may be an object created by another civilization. It may be an old space probe, or part of a technological experiment. which is now passing through our solar system. Loeb argues that many times in history, humans have ignored weird objects that later turned out to be the greatest discoveries. So we shouldn't dismiss an object like 3I/ATLAS as a comet. Whether it is natural or artificial, it is important to investigate it in depth, because it could change our understanding of the universe forever. If 3I/ATLAS is indeed artificial, it would mean a lot to our civilization. Imagine, it could be not just a space rock, but a message sent by another civilization. It could be a signal from an alien society to us that we are here too. If so, it would prove to be the greatest discovery in human history, because then we would know that we are not alone in this universe. Another possibility is that it is some ancient technology that has been floating in space for millions of years. Just like we humans send our spacecraft, some other civilization may have sent its spacecraft long ago, which is now passing our way. This would mean that civilizations have existed in the universe much before us, and perhaps they were much more advanced than us. But the third possibility is a little scary. Is this a new threat? If this is a machine or technology of some civilization, then we should not forget that its purpose can be friendly as well as dangerous. We will also have to think whether it has been sent just for inspection or its purpose is something else. Now the question arises that what should we do? NASA and other space agencies of the world will have to make new plans to study such interstellar objects. Missions will have to be kept ready in advance, which can be launched immediately and can follow these bodies, capture them in camera from close, and bring back samples. If this happens, then we will not just guess from a distance, but will be able to understand the reality by holding it in our hands. So friends, the real question is, are we really looking at an ordinary comet? Or is it the secret of another world? Whatever the truth, it is certain that 3I/ATLAS has challenged our thinking and forced us to think afresh about the universe. Before proceeding in the video, subscribe to the channel so that such mysterious secrets reach you first.